Welcome, brave souls, to Fear File Chronicles, your one-way ticket to spine-chilling stories and terrifying tales. Tonight, we'll be diving into the darkest corners of the human mind with the story, The Journal My Grandfather Left Me, Part 3, penned by the twisted mind of True God 92. Together, we'll explore the unexplained and face our deepest fears. But before we begin, if you enjoy trembling in terror, be sure to hit that like button. Share this video with your fellow fear fanatics and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click the bell notification so you never miss an eerie episode. Your support truly means the world to us. So feel free to leave a comment below to join the Fear File Chronicles community. Now, without further ado, let's unravel the mysteries of the unknown together as we delve into tonight's fear-inducing story, The Journal My Grandfather Left Me, Part 3. Dim the lights and prepare yourself for a chilling journey into the Fear File Chronicles. It wasn't until after his death that I learned the truth about my grandfather's past. Soon after some digging, one of my grandfather's colleagues, Blackwood, reached out to me and said he had been holding on to something for me from my grandfather. At Blackwood's study, he left me a small wooden box, along with a note that read,
"My dear grandson, if you are reading this, then I am no longer with you. But before I leave this world, there is something I must tell you. Inside this box you will find a collection of contracts that I made with demons over the years. They are not something to be taken lightly, and I urge you to be careful with them. But I also believe that they contain valuable knowledge that can help you on your own journey. Use them wisely, and may the angels watch over you always."
I was stunned by what I had read. My grandfather had made contracts with demons? What could he possibly have wanted from them? And more importantly, what had he given them in return? I opened the box and found a stack of old parchment documents, each one bearing strange symbols and incantations. As I read through them, I began to understand the true extent of my grandfather's dealings with the demonic realm. He had made pacts with demons of all kinds, each one promising him power and knowledge in exchange for his soul. At first, I was horrified by what I had discovered. How could my grandfather have made such deals with demons? But as I delved deeper into the contracts, I began to see that there was more to them than just simple bargains. Each one contained a wealth of information about the demon that had made the pact, including their strengths, weaknesses, and preferred methods of attack. It was as if my grandfather had been collecting a kind of demon encyclopedia, a way to learn everything he could about his enemies. I spent months poring over the contracts, studying them and trying to understand their true purpose. And as I did, I began to feel a strange pull towards the demonic realm. It was as if the knowledge contained within the contracts was drawing me towards it, tempting me with its dark secrets. One night, I made a decision. I would use my grandfather's contracts to make a pact with a demon of my own. I knew it was a dangerous game to play, but I was desperate for the power and knowledge that such a deal could bring me. I spent weeks researching the various demons that my grandfather had made pacts with, trying to find one that would be a good fit for me. And finally, I settled on a creature known as Azazel, a powerful demon with a reputation for granting great strength and endurance to those who made a pact with him. I followed the instructions in one of my grandfather's contracts, drawing the necessary symbols and reciting the incantations. And then I waited. It wasn't long before Azazel appeared before me, bound to the floor, his form shifting and twisting in the flickering candlelight. His eyes glowed with a fierce energy, and I could feel the heat radiating off his skin.
"What do you want?"
he demanded, in 1,000 voices. I swallowed hard, feeling a sudden wave of fear wash over me. But I knew that I couldn't back down now. I had come too far to give up. Remembering what was written in my grandfather's note, I said, "I want power," my voice trembling slightly. "I want to be strong, to be able to protect myself and those I care about. Azazel tilted his head, studying me with his glowing eyes.
And what will you give me in return?
He asked. I took a deep breath, steeling myself for what I knew was coming next. My soul, I said, my voice barely above a whisper. The demon grinned, and in a show of power, he revealed rows of razor-sharp teeth.
Very well,
he said.
But remember, once you make this deal, there is no going back. You will be bound to me for eternity.
I nodded, feeling a sense of resignation wash over me. I knew the risks, but I was willing to take them. I knew I had to do this to follow my grandfather's path to understand his work. Azazel held out his hand, and I could feel a strange energy coursing through my body as I reached out to take it. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the pact was made. For the next several weeks, I felt a surge of power coursing through my veins. I was faster, stronger, and more agile than I had ever been before. I could sense danger before it even came, and I felt invincible. But as time went on, I began to realize the true cost of my deal with Azazel. I could feel his presence in my mind, a constant whisper urging me to do his bidding. And I began to have dark thoughts of violence and destruction that I had never experienced before. I knew that I had made a terrible mistake, but I didn't know how to undo it. And then, one night, I had a dream. In the dream, I was standing in a dark forest, surrounded by shadows. And then, a figure appeared before me, a woman with dark hair and piercing blue eyes. "Who are you?" I asked.
"My name is Lilith,"
she said, her voice like honey.
"And I can help you break your pact with Azazel."
I was skeptical, but I knew that I had to try. Lilith showed me a ritual, a way to sever the bond between me and the demon that I had made a pact with. It was risky, but I was desperate. I followed her instructions, drawing the necessary symbols and reciting the incantations. And then I waited. At first, nothing happened. But then I felt a sudden pain in my chest, as if something were tearing me apart from the inside. And then, in a blinding flash of light, Azazel was gone. I collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath. But as I looked up, I saw Lilith standing before me, a smile on her lips.
"You are free,"
she said.
"But remember, the demon realm is a dangerous place. You must always be careful."
All I could do was nod. Then, with a sad smile, she said,
"You are just like him."
Feeling a sense of relief wash over me. I knew I had made a terrible mistake jumping headfirst into his work, but I had found a way to rectify it. And now I knew that I would never make the same mistake again. I'll continue to study my grandfather's contracts and journals, to use them as a way to learn more about the demonic realm. But for now, I need to get some rest. Well, my friends, we've reached the end of tonight's chilling tale, The Journal My Grandfather Left Me, Part 3 by the talented True God 92. I hope you've enjoyed our descent into darkness and that you'll carry a piece of the Fear File Chronicles with you as you drift into uneasy dreams. If our story left you shivering and shaking, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who crave a good scare, and subscribe to the Fear File Chronicles for more haunting horrors. Remember to hit the bell notification so you're always among the first to know when a new nightmare awaits. As always, we appreciate your support and would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Sharing your fears and frights with us truly means a lot, so don't be shy to engage with our sinister community. Until next time, remember to embrace the darkness, for it is within the shadows that our most terrifying stories are born. Good night, and stay scared.